How's it going, everybody? The Seer here. We have our second round of Cosmic Crucible, and we got Old Timey. This is a rematch. Again, good friend of the channel. I'm going to make sure to put his YouTube and Twitch information in the description below. He is starting to do Twitch. Make sure that you go follow him. Again, great guy, does awesome videos. So let's go ahead and check him out. He is 163.8 million TCPs. This is a 30-something million punch-up. As far as his defense goes, he has some pretty interesting things that kind of scare me as well. Stage 1, we have Absolute A-Force with the 1 diamond Ms. Marvel Classic, Thanos Endgame, and Mephisto. This one here, I'm going to have to play it smart as far as how the sacks goes, so that way Kahori doesn't just delete me right off the bat. Stage 2, we have Annihilators, we got Dr. Doom, and Super Skrull. Again, this one terrifies me, mainly because if I push that Doom, that Super Skrull is going to pop off on me, and it could kind of leave things in a bad position. Stage 3 is fairly interesting. We have Gambit, Rogue, Forge. We have Invisible Woman in here, so that way this is going to be the barrier, and she's going to be doing those retaliation hits. We got Dorm in here for the extra revives. Stage 4 is the Odonati. No pre-taunt in here, so it's the old-fashioned way. The Black Bolt giving the extra 50% health to a 3 diamond Captain Britain is terrifying to me as well. Stage 5, we have Orchis with the Mysterio. So we just have to make sure we bring Kestrel in here to shut down the summons. Stage 6, we have Astral with Spider-Man Noir. So pretty interesting things. I like the theory crafting in this one. He does a lot of theory crafting. So let's go ahead and start the attacks on here. All right, we are starting out in stage 2, and I almost made a hiccup, but Kill Shot kind of saved me, so I'm sorry, Old Timey, but you said you got help too, so I guess we'll take it. So initially I was going to use Cabal with Ares and Dakin. I've actually forgotten, don't even remember at all, but in Cabal's hits, to make it to where the enemy cannot go stealth, which means Dakin wouldn't get the speed up. So instead, I'm going to use my Mercs for Money Ares in here. I do have Dakin as a skirmisher, so Ares is going to take the safeguard off. Dakin's going to special into the Gladiator so we can get off the taunt. And then from there, we're free to use Old Man Logan to try to stun and get a little bit of control into the Gore. I just need to be mindful of that Dr. Doom, because if I end up pushing him, things could go sideways. Let's go in. All right, so we are getting a rewind into our Dakin, and that's not good. There goes 1 life off him. Safeguard is up. Should have brought the pre-taunt in here. So that's another mistake I made. So I probably should have dropped Deadpool and put a pre-taunt in. Let's go ahead and special. Get a revive once up on us. We somehow missed hitting a Dr. Doom. I'll take it. All right, so there's an ult from Silver Surfer. We're getting some ability energy. We're going to basic into the Gladiator. All right, let's go ahead and ult. This is going to give us a lot of buffs. That's going to speed up that Super Skrull. All right, we're going to ult with... So hopefully that Dr. Doom bleeds out. All right, so he bled out. So I got lucky on this. I do not recommend doing this one this way. Drop Deadpool, put a pre-taunt in, put the pre-taunt next to Old Man Logan. That way we can actually use the Dakin strategy I was planning to use. Let's go ahead and he's ability blocked. Let's go ahead and get a stun into the Gladiator. All right, let's rewind the Silver Surfer. Yeah, too funny. This was flat luck. All right, let's try to take out that Gore real quick. All right, there goes Gore. Let's ult with the Old Man Logan. That should take it. All right, we are moving to stage 5. We're going to use our Nightstalkers, and I'm putting Kestrel in here to stop the summons from the Sentinel and the Mysterio. That's just going to stop the speed going up on the Nimrod. Once that happens, this is going to be a pretty straightforward fight, so let's go in here. All right, so there goes the summons being stopped. We got Blade going first. That's great. Let's go ahead and ult into... let's take out the Nimrod. Let's ult into him. Get that double turn meter rewind on him. All right, Oath. We're going to target the Omega Sentinel. We're going to ult into her. It was the Nimrod striker hit, or the assist hit. All right, let's ult. I should have targeted Sentinel with that hit. This is going to take an extra turn, and that's probably how I'm going to end up losing the Cosmic Crucible to Old Timey, because I didn't target the Sentinel, so I get an extra turn. Alright, special. Jeez, 2 more turns. Yep. Alright, for stage 6, we're using the suck-in team. So we have the Astral team with Spider-Man Noir. Spider-Man Noir is going to go first due to the buffs that we have. Kang's going to special first. We're going to bring everybody in with Boy Knight, do a bunch of rewinds. And then we have Black Bolt here for some burps, hopefully to take them out and save a few turns. Let's go ahead and do this hit. Alright, so Kang is going first. Let's go ahead and target the Ancient One in special, get some slows out there. Alright, so now we're going to bring everybody in. The extra damage into Red Hulk probably is going to hurt some efficiency. Let's ult into the Ancient One. Well, that... Okay, what the heck happened there? Alright, let's rewind. Lady Deathstrike has that. Normally I use... How did the turn meters get switched around there? I'm really confused about that. Because usually I use North Star. Right, so Noir ults first turn. That gets the ping from Shadow King. I get that. But how did Shadow King get his special off before I got any more rewinds out there? That's the weird part. So I'm going to be able to rewind with Lady Deathstrike. This is a miss. Alright, let's back out. Alright, so I end up taking a look at this. Basically what happened is Spider-Man Noir... he gets the extra turn meter on per buff, which I knew about. He ends up ulting, Shadow King ends up taking his ping, and because of the ping, he gets an extra 15% turn meter. I forgot about that portion of Shadow King's possessed hit, and that's what kind of threw me off. So he ended up getting the ability block on Lady Deathstrike. So what we're doing is, I'm putting Lizard in here. I should basically cancel out Spider-Man Noir's extra speed. Then we can try to get an ability block out there. So this one is a very interesting twist. I do like it. Another option I may be able to use is drop... Well, I don't want to drop Kang and put Emma in because I like his ult for the turn meter rewind. But yeah, we're going to see if Lizard ends up canceling out the speed. So let's go in. Alright, so we get to go first. We're going to special into Ancient One, attack primary, and adjacent, flip. And any Hero Spider-Verse or support gets ability block. So we're going to be able to ability block the Spider-Man Noir, so we don't have to worry about the Shadow King. That's kind of the plan here. So there's the ability block. So now we can get slows out here on this side of the field. So there's a basic. All right, so let's go ahead and get an ability block on Emma Frost. And now we're just going to rewind from the Emma Frost. And let's go rewind from the Emma Frost. Yeah, this one worked much better adding the lizard in here. That's just a really good twist to that matchup. All right, for this matchup here, so this is kind of an interesting mix of X-Men with Dorn, then they added in the Invisible Woman, so that way anytime it hits a barrier, she's going to get a Retaliate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a Nightcrawler in here so I can try to get an early stun on the Gambit. I also have Black Hat in here to take the Revive Onces off, along with a Trauma Stun. I have the Superior 6 team in here. Kraven is going to be able to ult, get perma kills on anybody that ended up resisting the clear the revive once. He also gets Safeguard and a lot of good utility. I really like Kraven. Doc Ock is in here for extra health, get Shock Route for offense up as well. I think this should work pretty good. Let's try it out. All right, so let's try to get a early stun on the Gambit so we don't have to worry about his pings. So there's a stun. And looks like we cleared the revive once off everybody from the Black Hat, so that's great. Let's target the Rogue. We're going to ult for turn meter rewind. And let's get a stun on the Forge. Hopefully a kill on the Forge. Alright, special with the Kraven. Alright, there goes Forge, so I don't have to worry about him reviving anybody. Alright, let's ult with the Nightcrawler. Alright, so Dorman's doing his special. He got a stun on the Kraven. Alright, so ult into the Rogue. Alright, let's special, get some offense up. And I'm actually going to basic instead of specialing. I want to see if I can kill the Dorm. There we go. Alright, let's go into the Invisible Woman. Just because we got the control going in on the Gambit. Alright, let's extend those. Alright, now we can special into the Invisible Woman, hopefully get a kill. Nope. New stats. Alright, let's get a stun on her. Or a kill on her, that's better status effect to me. And Black Hat is just going burr in this matchup. Awesome. Alright, we are doing 2 burn attacks into the Mephisto Absolute A-Force Thanos endgame. What I'm going to end up doing is basically just go in. I'm going to wipe. I'm going to try and get the special off for the Dark Phoenix, get some extra damage out there. Then we go in with another sack. Another option, depending on the team, is going in with a timeout 5-minute sack and going with minions. That way you know exactly what's going to happen with the Kahori and she doesn't just destroy you. So let's go ahead and do this first burn attack. Alright, for sack number 2, I'm just going to use a bunch of minions. Basically, Kahori ended up doing her 2 basic attacks. So I should be able walking into her special. Then I'm going to be walking into her ultimate, I believe, on the follow-up attack, I believe. We'll see what happens. Alright, for the final attack, we're going to use our Cabal team that is not going to shut down Kahori. We have Black Knight, who will retaliate into Kahori. And then I have Apocalypse in here, so I can try to get the Falcon Punch into the Thanos endgame. Because Thanos endgame over here is purple 3 and diamond 3, I don't believe his ultimate's going to push him. If Thanos endgame was smaller, then I'd probably end up swapping Isos for the Apocalypse. Let's go in. Alright, so 1 shot into Black Knight. Another retaliate into Black Knight, that's fine. Alright, let's target the Kahori. All those taunts aren't good. I don't think I'm going to clear it off of Ms. Marvel Classic, actually. Let's try to take out the Kahori. Alright, so we're going to Falcon Punch Ms. Marvel Classic. That's not cool. Let's basic. We need a tiptoe around that Thanos endgame. That's not good. Oh my god. Alright, you got me, old-timey. APOC Retaliate pushed them. Alright, so this was definitely Murphy's Law kind of day. Old-timey with a 41-404, us with the 33-069. 2 Cosmic Crucibles today, and both times something bad happened that shouldn't have. Alright, so, we also, what just happened on stage 1, APOC retaliates into Thanos endgame. Thanos endgame gets pushed, and I wipe. Power for the course, 15 points. Stage 2. This one here was good luck. So we did Mercs for money with Ares. Ares took off the safeguard. We were able to get lucky because we didn't have a pre-taunt here. So definitely use a pre-taunt over the Deadpool, I would say, on this one. 83.58. Stage 3, this was a pretty fun one. Superior 6 Black Cat Nightcrawler, 83.61. Efficiency wasn't great, but it worked pretty well. Stage 4, I couldn't get the Infinity Watch sack to work, so I just ignored this room after that. I did do a burn quick to try to get some exhaust into the Captain Britain. That did not happen. Stage 5, Nightstalkers Kestrel, 83.67. Stage 6, this was a really cool curveball, putting the Spider-Man Noir in here to basically throw it off for the Shadow King. So we basically took out the Black Bolt that I put in here as the 5th member. I threw Lizard in. He was able to get us going, so 79.68. Let's see what old-timey did. So we did a 2 burn attack into my room 1. He could not clear. He got 5 points. This one here can be definitely tricky. He killed Pav, that's it. Stage 2, Old Man Logan survived into my Annihilators dorm Super Skrull. 83.44. That is a huge efficiency hit there. Stage 3, Cabal, Lady Deathstrike, Kang into my X-Men team, 83.70. Stage 4, he was able to get the kill into the Captain Britain. Then he was able to do Superior 6 Vulture. I think I'm going to end up dropping Sasquatch and put the Black Bolt in there for the extra health now that this counter's out there. And just let RNG play a factor in it. Stage 5, Eternals with Lizard, or Eternals SD Lizard. Interesting mix here. No Black Cat. 83.60. And Stage 6, Nightstalkers with Emma. So even if I did clear that Stage 1, because I had that drop here, old-timey still would have won. So we are 1-1 against each other now. So awesome job, old-timey. You got me with that curveball. So congrats to you. Again, in the description, I'm going to have his YouTube and his Twitch. Make sure that you do subscribe and follow him. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.